Good morning, students. Here I'll explain you 8 figures of speeches: apostrophe, exclamation, interrogation, onomatopoeia, tautology, oxymoron, metonymy, and irony. Let's see apostrophe. How do we remember apostrophe? Just the sign of apostrophe. Here in this figure of speech, it is addressed in such a way that the person or the things are present before us. Actually, it is addressed to the dead, absent, or non human. See the example: O nature, thou art my God. It is the old usage of word thou and art. O nature, you are my God. Here, nature is directly addressed. Or the second example: blow, wind, blow. The poet is directly talking with the wind. In this way, such type of example are the example of apostrophe. Exclamation. It is very simple to remember or to recognize the sentences of exclamation. The sign of exclamation indicates this type of figure of speech. Word or group of word ends with an exclamation sign. The examples are: oh my God, what a brilliant catch, well done army. So just to create an impression or to convey the powerful feeling, this type of figures of speeches are used. Interrogation. To remember interrogation is very simple. The sign of question mark. Here in this figure of speech, a question is asked not for the sake of an answer but for an effect. Example: aren't you ashamed of yourself? We are not getting the answer, but we are saying, or it is emphasized, that we must be ashamed. If you poison us, do we not die? It means it is sure that poisoning will make us die. So interrogation, to remember interrogation, we'll remember the sign of question mark. Onomatopoeia. We'll split the word onama plus poia. Onama means the sound and poia means to make. So in this figure of speech, words imitate the sound. Words indicate the sound. The bees buzzed. Here buzzing is the sound of the bees. Ding dong of doorbell. The word ding dong imitates the sound of the doorbell. Whoosh whoosh of washing machine. Here whoosh is the sound we have written. So that word is the formation of the sound of washing machine. So in this way, a particular word imitates a sound, conveys the figure of speech onomatopoeia. Now next part, that is tautology, oxymoron, metonymy, and irony. Tautology. In the previous video, we have seen that antithesis, two opposite words are placed in one sentence. Now it is tautology. Tato means the same and logos means idea or the words. So same words or the words having same meaning are placed in one sentence. A good looking beautiful woman. A woman is addressed, beautiful, and the same meaning is conveyed by the word a good looking. A round circle, round and circle, both the words have same meaning. So when different words indicate the same meaning, it means the figure of speech is tautology. Oxymoron. We'll split that word. Occurs and moras. Occurs means sharp and moras means dull. So sharp and dull, these two opposite words when placed side by side, it is the example of oxymoron. Contradictory words appearing side by side. It is a figure of speech in which apparently contradictory terms appear in conjunction. See the example. There is a real love-hate relationship. Love-hate relationship. Love and hate. Contradictory word. Be careful and run slowly. The poet is or the writer is saying to run, and that too is very slow. So run and slow, and both the contradictory words are placed side by side. Next example, that is open secret. Either the things are open or they may be secret, but both the words are placed side by side. So this is the example of oxymoron. Metonymy. We'll split that word meta plus onyma. Meta means among or with, and onyma means name. So here in this figure of speech, word replaced by something very close to the meaning of something. The pain is mightier than the sword. Here actually the writer means the pain means written words are very powerful than a military force. Let me give you a hand. So here it means that let me help you. Hand indicates helping. In previous figure of speech of synecdoche, we have seen the part of hand is used to indicate the whole of it, human being or people. But here it is not the part or whole relationship. It is something that is conveys very close to it. Lend me your ear. It means we are not demanding lend me a person. We are saying lend me your ear means you should listen what I am saying. So ear indicates listening. So this is what the difference between metonymy and synecdoche. So in metonymy, words are replaced to indicate something very close to the meaning of something else. Irony. Irony is the word derived from ironia. And what is the meaning of ironia? Ignorance is purposely affected in irony. हम बोल सकते हैं कि ये उपहास करने के लिए इन शब्दों का इस्तेमाल किया जाता है. See the example, my brilliant boy failed again. Here we are saying that brilliant boy and we are indicating that he failed. So what we are saying is what completely opposite what we mean. A marriage counselor files for divorce. So marriage counselor means to arrange the marriages, but here he is filing for the divorce. The butter is as soft as a slab of marble. We are saying it is very soft, but at the same time we are saying that it is very hard like a slab of a marble. So what we are saying soft, but we mean it is very hard. So what we write, what we say is completely different what we mean. So in this way, in this video, we have seen 8 figures of speeches. Apostrophe, very simply addressing the human, addressing the non-human things or something that is dead are addressed. Exclamation, we'll remember this with the sign of exclamation. Interrogation with the sign of question mark, we'll remember it. Onomatopoeia, imitation of sound, the word indicates the imitation of sound. Tautology, the use of similar words in one sentence. Oxymoron, contrary words are side by side. Metonymy, the words are used as a substitute to indicate something very close to it. And irony, the actual meaning is different, what is stated or what is written. Have a nice time, enjoy some more videos regarding grammar. Goodbye.